Do you love or hate Earl Thomas's Super Bowl guarantee?
I hate it. I hate it. Let me explain why. And Max and Molly will easily know where I'm going with this. I love it in boxing. I love it in tennis. I love it in golf. I can't stand when dudes do that with a team game because I can't depend on everybody. See, if Earl Thomas is saying that about Earl Thomas, ain't nothing but love for this brother. I know the brother can play. I know what caliber of a player he is. He's a champion, etc. How many times have we heard cats say that and somebody else on this squad don't show up? It bothers the hell out of me. It makes me nervous because those kind of things happen all the time. I don't mind it in any sport where you get to directly determine the outcome. But there's defense, there's offense, there's special teams. I don't even mind you speaking just for the defense. My problem is that when you ain't even on two other, you ain't even a part of two other units, you got to sit there and spectate and hope and pray that somebody else comes through. I know it's believing in your teammate. I get that. But it always makes me nervous when a player in a team sport like this talks about what his team is going to do from a guaranteed fashion. You just can't do it because there's too much room for error. I believe in Earl Thomas. I believe in Lamar Jackson. I believe in the Ravens collectively. I do. But I'm just saying, there's too many possibilities for that to go wrong.
I understand what you're saying, but I love it. Mm-hmm. What I see from this Ravens team is that kind of confidence and belief in each other. I don't think this is like I'm putting everyone out on a limb. You see Mark Ingram get up at the press conferences, come and see me, right? That's the MVP. And he was saying MVP when, like, I still had Russell Wilson ahead of him. But these guys like playing for each other. You shouted out Marcus Spears, right? Like he had your back. You know, big men stick
like
together.
No surprise there.
No doubt.
And the 250-plus pound club.
250.
You know what I'm saying?
250.
I said plus.
If Damian Woody showed up in the set at 250, we'd rush him to a hospital. Something be wrong.
I'm husky, man.
The point is, I love this, and this matchup, I agree with him too. This matchup reminds me of, Lamar Jackson's compared to Mike Vick a lot because Vick was also the fastest guy on the field. And people forget, in 2002, they didn't lose for about 8 or 9 weeks in a row. They just rolled. I think they had a tie in there, but they were beating all these teams. They'd lost to the Bucks. And when they lost, I remember I was doing Around the Horn at the time. When they lost to the Bucks again, I was like, oh, wait a minute. That Bucks defense, no one's as fast as Vic, but they got like 6, 7 guys who were kind of almost as fast as them, and they're chasing them all over the place. I thought the Bucks would win the Super Bowl based on them beating Vic late in the season. They were the only team that could stop them. That's how I'm looking at this game. I'm looking like, how real is San Francisco's defense? Go stop Lamar Jackson. If you can do that, I'll take you to win the Super Bowl. But it's like that, Damian. I love what he said.
Listen, I think what he said is what they've been talking about the whole time.
Yeah, it's in line with who they are.
I guarantee you, like John Harbaugh, everybody's been saying it, but he's the first one to just verbalize it to everybody in the media. And my thing has always been, okay, you say it, so then we just got to make it. We got, as a teammate, if you put it out there, I'm like, okay, my dog Earl Thomas said it, so let's strap it up and let's go make it happen. Because the way that the Baltimore Ravens are playing now, the swagger that these guys are playing, I mean, they haven't punted in over almost 2 months. Like with something crazy.
Let me stop you right there.
What's that?
First of all, you know that's an aberration. You know that's not the stuff that typically happens, particularly from a sustainable perspective. At some point in time, you got to get down to real football where you're not blowing people out by 30 and you're in nail biters and what have you. Yeah. I want to take a moment, though.
They ain't giving up points.
I want to take a moment to give some love to Marcus Peters. Marcus Peters used to be in Kansas City, was considered a problem. He gets traded or moved, rather, to the Los Angeles Rams. People were blaming him to some degree, saying he ain't what he used to be, et cetera, et cetera. They are undefeated since he has arrived. And not only that,
Minka in Pittsburgh.
They had lost back-to-back games to Kansas City, and then they got beat up by Cleveland. This dude has been a welcomed addition. I got nothing but respect for them. And listen, I believe they're going to the Super Bowl. They're my pick to come out of the AFC. But my point to you is, I'm just talking about one guy speaking for everybody. When you know football better than us, you played it.
Right.
And you know there are so many components to it, and anything can go wrong. That's what I don't like about it. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm just telling you, just from a locker room standpoint, when guys say things like that, they don't go to the guy and be like, man, why'd you say that? They be like, okay, he put it out there on the record, so I got my brother's back.
It seems to have that kind of personality.
But what I want to say, but as far as Marcus Peters is concerned, I think the reason he's excelling with Baltimore, because I think he fits the identity of the Ravens.
Yeah.
The Ravens are a rough rider type
And
team.
these comments are in line
By the way,
with
Damon
their
Max,
identity.
I love the fact that he went after Jalen Ramsey. Let me tell you why. Because I got mad love and respect for Jalen Ramsey. But Jalen Ramsey talked a lot of talk about a lot of people. And so then when Marcus Peters get moved, not that he talked junk about Marcus Peters, but what I'm saying is you moved Marcus Peters to get Jalen Ramsey. You ultimately going to pay him. You're going to make an investment in him you don't believe you should make in Marcus Peters. And Marcus Peters is going to Baltimore. They come into Los Angeles. They don't beat you. They beat your living you know what.
It was weird that they...
And he gave Jalen Ramsey a taste of his own medicine to some degree. And I think Jalen Ramsey's going to respond.
But it's weird that they brought Jalen Ramsey and keep Peters and have like a better secondary. I want to quickly.
I would have liked Peters and Ramsey on the Rams,
quickly.
personally.
Number one, the Ravens are also not giving up points. They're barely giving up double digits. To Warren Sharp analytics. You know, I shouted them out a lot. Listen to this. Ravens' last 15 drives to start games. Okay, touchdown, 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 missed field goal, downs. Touchdown, 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 kneel down, touchdown, field goal, touchdown for 80 points.
Punch you in the
They're
mouth from the
starting the
jump.
game by scoring a touchdown on you, and then they're not giving anything up.
Yep.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.